So we get this question a lot. How much does it cost to produce, digital transfers and whatnot? And also, how do I sell them? What are they going to sell for? What kind of money can I make? Call it an ROI, whatever you want. So I thought we'd show you real quick here. We're going to print up, just do a simulation. I'm not going to print 100 transfers. I'm going to print 10 transfers. We're going to multiply that times 10. The cost is going to remain the same per transfer. And then we have a file that we print to eject afterwards. We're going to time that as well. Come up with the time it took to print 10, multiply it by 10, and add one of these at the end to give you a real-time production of it, real-time costs of ink and materials and whatnot. And then based on some research we've done on the internet, real good idea what it would cost to get these done via an online company, whether they screen printed them or digitally printed them. So what we'll do is we've chosen a file. Because of most of the calculators online, we just went with an 8-color job. Our job has actually got a few more colors than that, and so it'll it would probably be even more than what we're saying. But to do 100 shirts, black, we went with kind of rock bottom shirt, price point, Gildan Ultra Cottons, get 100 of them for about $1,500. That's $15 a shirt. That's for an 8-color design, no setup fees or anything like that. So that's kind of where we're going to use our benchmark of what it would cost, what we could make with this job we're going to run. So let's get started. Let me show you what to do. So we're printing this today on our 12H2, which is our 30 centimeter, roughly 12-inch version of our DTF printer. And like I said, we queued up 10 of these. It's about 12 feet worth of prints for these 10 designs. We did a breakout on the cost of the ink for the machine, and for 10 transfers, for film, for powder, and for the cost of the ink is about $6.85. We'll call that 69 cents a transfer. And then at the end of the job, we'll print a film advanced file that we have that costs $2.17. So when you do the math on it, you take $2.17 divided by 100, we'll call it 3 cents. You're going to have about 72 cents worth of materials for each one of the individual print jobs. So now we're sending the print job that actually feeds this through the rest of the way through the printer to get it through the dryer. We've started the clock on that as well. The initial job took about 18 minutes to print 10 of the transfers. So that would be 180 minutes if we'd done 100, which would be 3 hours of print time. And then we're going to add the print time of this strip onto it, and that'll give us a print time total for the entire job on the 12H2 DTF printer. All right, so we're finished with the prints, and what I did is put a magnet right here to hold my film so that I'll be ready to start my next job. Just gonna trim this off, pull these out. All right, so we've gotten through the prints. We did a simulation. We did 10 of the transfers. We timed that, and it came out to what would equate to 180 minutes to do 100, because we did 18 minutes for 10, which turns into 3 hours. And then the stripe print was just under 10 minutes. So 3 hours and 10 minutes to print 100 transfers. And their total cost, we said, was about 72 cents a piece. That's including the ink and the powder and the media used for the 100 prints, and then the $2.17 worth of ink and powder and media that are used for the file we use to print through the printer so that it gets completely through the printer. So it's 72 cents a piece, 3 hours. By the time you do the transfers, you're going to be at 4.5 hours total for transferring it all. So let's do the math on it real quick. Shirts, we did some looking up. We found what we would say would be a fit for this of 100 shirts online, complete, no setup charge and everything like that, for just over $15 a shirt. It's like $1,506 to do 100 shirts. We've got right now into the powder and all, which at 70 cents, I'm gonna have to do the math, we get about $72, let's say, into this entire job for 100 shirts, plus the cost of the shirts. Again, we were talking about Gildan Ultra Cottons, that's the one we had quoted online. Gildan Ultra Cottons, you shouldn't be paying more than $3 a piece for those, for blacks. So you got $3 into the shirts, you got $300 into the shirts, you've got $72 into the film and the media and the powder, and you got 4.5 hours of your time, $1,500 retail price on it. You start to do the math on that, you're looking at making about $1,125 for a 4.5 hour job. That's crazy. Even if we're at half of that, that's still crazy money that you can make with a simple desktop 12 2H DTF printer. So let's go put this on a shirt, see what it looks like. All right, here we go. This is a 10-second heavy pressure, 300 to 305 degrees. Then we're gonna do a hot peel in another 5 seconds. And cover it with a secondary sheet. This one we're gonna do the same pressure, 5 seconds, same temperature, 5 seconds instead of 10. There we have it. All right, we're gonna wrap this up, summarize everything one time again. 4.5 hours, let's say, total time to do 100 shirts between printing, which was about 3 hours and 10 minutes of it between the prints and the lead out. Then we gave ourselves time to press the 100 shirts. So we're looking at 4.5 hours of your labor time. We've got $375 roughly into the shirts, the prints, everything. Online, $1,500 to do 100 shirts. $1,125 approximately in profit at that level. Even if you were super generous and you were $5 a shirt less than that, you're still making over $600 in 4.5 hours of work. It may not be quite a license to print money, but it's pretty dadgum close. I'm Don Copeland, and this is the 12H2 DTF printer from ColDesi.